Hey everyone, this is Matt Chacon here. I am the CEO of spatial computing company Dockhead Simulations up here in Seattle, Washington. We make a virtual reality education and training platform named Rumi. You can grab it for free right now. Go to dockheadsimulations.com, download a Rumi for free. You'll be off to the races in no time. All right, so welcome to day one of the Washington State 2-week shelter-in-place order. I'm going to be doing little video diary and audio diary every day for the next 2 weeks, and we'll see how long it lasts. So what I've done is I've built a little strategy slash survival guide for technology startups. It's pretty good info for any company, but if you're a tech startup, this is for you. Let's get started. All right, this is our new reality. 3 things. Working from home actually works from home. Butts and seats doesn't need to happen anymore. Plenty of technology alternatives out there. Download them, use them, you'll figure it out. Okay, if you're a startup, definitely build a confident and predictable path to profitability. I think that's going to start with providing your customers with a relatively frictionless adoption path to adopt whatever product or service that you're selling. If you can, try to make it free right now. That's a big friction point for a lot of companies and a lot of people. If you can't do that, you'll figure it out. But frictionless, that's the key word there. And then I would also encourage you to build an in-pandemic and post-pandemic strategy. Make it nimble enough so that you can course correct as we all kind of navigate this new unknown and work through it. So try to keep it organic. All right. In pandemic, when you're building your in pandemic strategy, do 3 things. Manage every day. Build a COVID-19 war room, however that looks for you. It could be a virtual reality war room. It can be a phone call. It can be Zoom, Skype, Blue Jeans, whatever it looks like, FaceTime. You'll figure it out. But remember, your radio is your loudest weapon in this fight right now. That radio is going to be one of those alternatives. So communicate and over communicate. Do not micromanage. That's not what this means. And I would encourage you not to over communicate ongoing, but during this time, definitely over communicate. If you're a micromanager, I would encourage you to stop. Your employees are adults. Treat them like adults and they will behave like adults. It's pretty simple. If you don't, they are probably not going to put up with your bullshit and they're probably going to quit. So just try to keep that from happening. And remember, if one person is working at home, there's more than likely that more than one person is working from home in the same home. So employers, be sensitive to that. People have children, they've got families, they've got to deal with that. Those children aren't in school. So your normal 8, 10, 12, 16-hour workday, whatever is normal for you, is probably not happening anymore. And guess what? You're going to learn didn't need to happen. You can probably be just as productive in about 4 to 6 hours every single day. So work together and figure it out and make sure that your employees are safe and productive at home. So work together as a company to build a work from home agreement that everybody follows, and make sure everyone gives a thumbs up on that. Conserve your cash. So work together to assess your budgets and keep your cash strong. If you are thinking of canceling contracts, I would encourage you not to. Call up those people, the vendors, the freelancers, the 1099s, like whoever, and explain to them what's happening. They're probably seeing it coming, and try to work together to defer payment or get creative so that you don't ruin those relationships and then have to rebuild them once we get out of this. So also, third thing, focus on relationships. Call everybody up, reassure them that you're walking shoulder to shoulder, arm in arm, facing the same direction, trying to accomplish this mission together, and help everyone in your ecosystem adopt your product or service with as little interruption to their work and school lives as possible. All right. My peers, please, my executive peers, I encourage you to join me in a no layoffs, save jobs, and save wages campaign. Lead from the front. If you're an executive, you're probably making a high wage. I would encourage you to defer your wage, reduce it, do whatever you can to save jobs. I myself, as CEO, am no longer taking a salary. the rest of this year. Now I know not everyone can do that. That's okay, but you might need to do salary reductions. You may need to get even more creative and do something like needs-based disbursements. Whatever it looks like, figure it out. But with the key to save wages and save jobs. All right. Roadmap retention. If you built a 2020 roadmap, print it out, grab it in your hands, crumple it up, and throw it in the trash. Probably doesn't matter anymore. I'm sure a lot of those activities you just can't accomplish them now. So identify which activities on that roadmap, there's probably only a few, but which of them can carry over, and retain those and build them so that you can achieve those in this new reality. Rebuild your company to be a roach. Make sure your company can survive a nuclear winter, because guess what? We are right in the middle of a nuclear winter. And then refocus your new roadmap on cash generating activities. So, you might want to ask yourself, or in all of your employees, identify a task and ask yourself, is this generating high customer value, and will it result in revenue? If the answer is no, don't even do it. Get focused, because it's not going to matter anymore. All right. Post-pandemic, build a strong post-pandemic strategy. Make sure that you can survive this pandemic, because we will survive it. We've faced far worse pandemics in the past with far less capability, and we've always survived. Set milestones. They don't need to be huge. Set milestones. Celebrate them when you achieve them. Call up the people in your ecosystem. Make sure they're mentally and emotionally healthy. Make sure they're physically healthy, and make sure your own company is monetarily healthy. So identify ways you can make sure that you can survive this thing and then thrive as a business monetarily, because let's face it, if you don't have sales, you actually don't have a business. So I would discourage you from building anything on valuation by speculation. Okay. And if you didn't build a strong disaster recovery plan to help you manage this crisis we're now in, try to find the root cause, like why. Or if you make mistakes during this time, identify the root cause. Easy thing to do is do the 5 whys. It's a 6 Sigma strategy. Look it up. It's literally asking why 5 times in a row when you're doing root cause analysis. It works. Look it up. And that's it. The world's changed. Change with it. Hit me up on Twitter. You can DM me at the VR CEO. You can find me on LinkedIn, Matt Chacon, M-A-T, spelled like yoga mat, last name C-H-A-C-O-N. Open DMs on both. Go to our website, dogheadsimulations.com. We've got an easy contact form there, or just shoot us an email. You see it on the screen. Anyway, be nice to each other. Remember, this is not a Chinese virus. It is just a virus. It does not discriminate. Let's not spread xenophobia. So, stay cool to each other. Wash your hands. Peace.